Confusions. Not necessarily the prettiest thing, but
Looking back at it, confusion has been one of the biggest help in my life.
being confused has been one of the most basic feeling, and we all have it in our life. It can be bigger confusions like selecting your field after college, quitting your job to follow your passion, or smaller confusions like which chocolate cookie to choose. Different flavors represent the different choices and confusions we have. Just like in my case, 3 years ago I was stuck between a confusion of choosing a job or doing something that I was passionate about. Just like Oreo, most probably is the safest and most proven choice. But it's until I tried peanut butter Oreo. Best cookie ever made, according to me. Or how I made the choice of choosing filmmaking as a profession and not accepting the job. This in no way means Oreo or a typical job would have been a bad choice. But if I did not get out of my comfort zone and risk it to take a chance on peanut butter Oreo or choosing filmmaking in real life as my career, I just wouldn't have known the best available option in my life. Looking back at it, confusion has been one of the biggest help in my life, as it has allowed me to introspect, spend some time with myself alone, and come up with a decision. A decision that is true to me, and also realize things about myself which I was so unaware about.
But today I'm stuck at this confusion phase of mine. If you've seen my previous videos, you know I also run a content studio, and that's where the confusions arise. The confusion between making decisions that feel pretty straightforward on the paper, decisions that should not be that difficult for a business guy to run. But the problem is, the consequences of these decisions do not just lie with myself. These are confusions that are new for me in this phase of life. I mean, from selecting someone to promote in-house for a key role rather than hiring someone from the outside, and choosing between letting go of the older, low-paying clients who I, in matter of fact, have amazing relation with, and prioritizing higher-paying newer clients. I always thought I've been good at taking business decisions, but turns out sometimes the creator within me takes the upper seat. And although I do still enjoy the phase, it's something that does bug you a lot of times, because some of these decisions are more often than not a little tougher and also involve some level of the risk. So that's what you don't always want to go through.
We are all no strangers to this decision of being confused. Be it the right college, the right career choice, work-life balance, health. It's been all over the place until a few years back when I realized there's nothing as a perfect choice. For example, when I bought my first car, I almost exhausted all my money that I earned for the first year of freelancing. According to most of the financial experts and people, might be the terrible choice you can make. Car, which is a depreciating asset, but it was one of the best decisions I made. I mean, checking that off from my bucket list was one of the biggest motivating factors and a proof of concept that the goals that I had set in my life could be achieved. Or if you take example of filmmaking, say you have 2 minutes, spending 2 minutes of your time taking a perfect shot or taking 4 okay shots which tell a complete story. Ideally, one perfect shot does nothing, but 4 okay shots combined can tell a perfect story. This was quoted by Casey Neistat, and I've been a fan of this saying for a long time now. Recently, I was even having this conversation with my best friend, who is a pilot, and I was asking him what's his way of dealing out of confusions. He gave me the most technical answer, but it has the most human reasoning. Pilots have this theory of aviate, navigate, communicate, which if applied in real life translates to number 1, aviate. Figure out where you are in your life. figure out what's the confusing point and what's the best way out for you in that scenario. Because for my confusions, my priorities and my reasonings for that time might be different from, say, that of yours. Once that is figured, moving to the next step of navigating towards the goal that I have set, a goal that I ultimately want to achieve, and the rest of the pieces will fall together itself. And the last one was communicate. This one was especially tricky for me because I've been someone who overthinks but also likes to keep the thoughts to myself and not take a public opinion on it. That's why this YouTube channel has been a relief of having one outlet of sharing my feelings with all you guys and building a community that till now has been damn helpful. Communication has been one of the essential steps that I was missing till now, and communication was the key that's allowed me to understand that chasing perfection to solve your confusion is not the right way. That's why I truly believe it's okay to be confused. The best decisions in my life have come from a spot of being confused. It's okay taking that leap of faith, that little bit risk, that little bit excitement of grabbing another cookie instead of the one that we've been comfortable with all our life. Might just end up being the best cookie we've ever eaten or the best decision that we've made in life. So